back to the workshop. Yeah, we're having a bit of a play around with this bloody Crossmember on this bloody KA still. Well, I say still, it's the first time I've had a chance to really get into it and have a proper look. But yeah, here we are. This is what we're up against, see? I've taken these off, these members here. One on the left, actually I've got them around the wrong way. One on, that's the right hand side, that's the left hand side. They go, it fits up to the control arm or the wishbone for your steering, and all that goes onto this end. And this is the mounting plate where the crossbar goes across. The crossbar. And there's the other side. So the reason for taking these off, I think you can see they're looking a little bit worse for wear. They're all solid. You can see, look, they were originally galvanised, but obviously it's a 2009, so a few years have passed since anyone's taken these off. So yeah, we're going to revamp them a bit. But the reason for taking them off, the bolts I'm getting some M10 bolts, and we're going to be taking those captive nuts off of there and putting on a slightly bigger pitch thread. Ford designed them with a 1mm pitch M10 in there. I thought they were M8, but they're M10. So I bought a load of M10 hardware and find out they're M10. I bought a load of M8 hardware and then I find out they're M10. Anyway, but I've been struggling to find 1mm pitch bolt, so we're going to 1.5, I think they are, or 1.25. So which would be. So look what I've got over here. That's an M10, I believe, so it'll be that kind of pitch bolt, bit thicker. But these are meant for towing. These go on tow bars. I've got these on the Transit, so if they're good enough on the Transit for towing what I've towed on the Transit on the tow bar, they're going to be fine on a full KA. Before anyone starts going crazy in the comments about, oh, you can't change the bolt size. But I haven't actually changed the bolt size, I've just changed the bolt pitch. Yes, on a finer pitch you'll probably be able to put a bit more, but it's a full KA, you know. It's not an heavy motor, providing I get him back on there and make them captive again, we'll be good. So yeah, and plus I'm going to give all these a nice wide brush, give them a good old clean up and give them a coat of Amorite, and then I'm probably going to give them a coat of something down the inside as well, a bit of lanolin or something like that down the inside to stop them rotting from the inside. You know, they're not bad, but a little bit TLC goes a long way, doesn't it? So there we are with that. I'm still keeping the original plan. I'm going to change the bolts in here. I'll have longer bolts going through this section. I ain't going to change the top one because the bolts in the top one are fine and they're long enough to go through this plate. So there we are with that. All I've got to do is make up a template how it all goes on the front of the vehicle before I cut these. You see, that's the theory. Cut these off of here, and these are going to go onto here, onto this plate. So all what you see there is going to be put onto this one. So it'll end up with basically these two will end up in a three across the front of the vehicle. The only downside doing that, you might lose a bit of airflow for the radiator, but it's not going to be enough to worry about, I don't think, because you've got an air conditioning rad in front of the radiator anyway, which takes a lot of air away from it. So, and you're still going to get airflow through it. So there we are. That's where we are with that. So I am in the process of waiting for some hardware at the moment. So well, I can't really do an awful lot until I get that hardware, but like I say, that's where we are with it. So yeah, as I say, these jobs always tend to turn into more than you want them to be. You know, you look at other things like these and you think to yourself, well, yeah, it'll pay to give them a bit of a recondition. Look, you can see they're galvanised. Look, there's the galvanised coating on that, and it's where it's taken, the galvaniser's gone. So we give all these a nice wide brush and get all these up to standard again. So there we are, but I can't do that until I take all these nuts off, make a template before I take them off, of course, and then I can get these nuts off of here, these captive nuts. Then I'll install some new ones. So there we are. That's where we are. So anyway, till the next video, which hopefully will be straight away after this one. Just a quick update on the old video here. I just started cleaning these up. You see these. So everything you're doing is being bolted onto this weld joint here. See that weld joint? I don't know if you can see it in this light, but yeah, you can see the other side. Let me turn it up so you can see it a bit better. See the weld joint down here? Yeah. You got one that side. You got one little one underneath, and you've got a little one that side. So that's all you've got. That weld there, and that weld there. So all you're doing with the front, you're still only relying on that weld, just for that point of interest. So all these companies who mount up, they only go on to here, you see. And I bet you they don't reinforce none of this. I bloody know they don't. They don't start stripping your car down that much. So yeah, that's why I'm going to brace it and go across the actual chassis of the vehicle. So you know it will be connected to the chassis as well as the lower subframe, front subframe. So you got the best of both worlds. So where I'm going with it, I'm definitely more happy about it. Just relying on that. If that's how they do it, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, and you've got one and you know how they do it. But I'm working, you know, I'm working on what I can see with my own eyes. So, you know, if they don't take these off or do anything with these, you're just relying on those three welds on either side. So whatever you do with anything, you know, you can put big bolts in and do all that, and it don't make a difference because you're relying on them three little welds either side. So there you are. Just thought I'll update that video. So yeah, anybody thinking getting an A-frame for a motorhome, I would seriously scrutinise it. You know, I'm sorry, that's the way I am. Maybe they do upgrade the welds and do all that, but how would you know if you don't know nothing about metalwork? So anyway, point of interest. Catch you soon. Right, you see what we're doing now. We're prepping them up so we can repaint them. know, trying to sort out, get as much rust off as possible. I've even gone inside there, trying to get as much out of there as I can. That's going to have the lanolin injected in there, so it'll stop any more corrosion going on inside. So yeah, we're getting there. This one wasn't so bad. It was this one. That's the driver's side, believe it or not. This was in worse condition. It's still okay, you know, but trying to bring it up to some kind of standard. I've got them nuts off the there now, ready for the new ones to go on, with the high tensile bolts. But I'm waiting for the delivery on the nuts and bolts and hardware for it, so I thought I'd just have a little bit of a prep up. What I tend to, I must one of my batteries what charged up. What I tend to do when I paint these, I put the blow lamp over it to draw out any moisture left in the material, so when you paint it, you know you're painting on an absolutely bone dry surface, because this time of year you get a lot of moisture in the air, so it's important to get the moisture out of metal. Like I say, this is galvanised, but a lot of the galvanised coating has come adrift. Oops. Like I say, this was a job I didn't think I was going to have to do, but this is why I say people today, they don't look at motor mechanics, they don't look at nothing much, and wonder why their car falls apart. Well, you can see why really. When they're made out of, you know, quite flimsy material to start with, they're never going to last, you know, a long time. They don't do bloody bad though. Mind you, I don't know whether the old electric caper will still be going in the time these are still going. Probably in the scrapyard, I reckon. Them bloody things, give them 10 years, they'll be knackered, won't they? I don't even know whether they get to 10 years old, the old electric cars. Waste of bloody time and money, them things, that's for sure. Old Ed City Band on the mission, you know. Anyway, we won't get into that on this video. I bet he don't drive around in an electric car. There's a lot of those electric aeroplanes up in the sky and all they keep flying around on, ain't there? You see a lot of those electric aeroplanes. You know, just saying, like. That's coming up not bad now. Preparation is the key. In an ideal world, if I had a shot blaster, I'd shot blast these and get them re-galvanised, but like I said, I'm going to get all the lanolin inside there, actually inside the member, and that should do us quite good, I reckon, for quite some time. So I keep saying it, but I will repeat myself. So anyone who's thinking about doing their own A-frame or cross member on their car so they can tow it behind their motorhome, be under no illusion it's a 5-minute job. Because it isn't. And if you're doing it yourself, it'll involve leaving the car off the road a while, so you know, cross the T's, dot the I's kind of thing. The secret is not rushing jobs. But if you're in a position where you can't leave your car off the road, then that's not so good. You know, the guys can turn a job around in a day. So you know, you have to travel there and get it done and all the rest of it. But like I say, I'm probably going to make a more belt and braces approach on this job, doing it myself. Now this side was in a bit of a state. Too bad now. So the hammerite can be applied over, you know, light rust, as long as we haven't got anything thick on it, you'll be alright. It's still nice to get as much off as possible. Now look, you can see it coming off there. Wind these out of here. Right. It's looking a load better than it was. Yeah, bad. This side was quite pitted, and that would have been on the inner edge, see. so that gets really sprayed up there under the car. And look, you can see the galvanised still there, and that's where it's worn away. Yeah. But anyway, we'll be alright. It'll be okay. It will do the job still for a bit longer. You can see this one, look, see how that there, when that was manufactured, that would have been straight, that bit of steel there. It's only thin anyway, so where that's been done up onto the wishbone, it's pulled it over, you see. But they're the bits you need to just check out. It's still pretty strong round that. We ain't got no worries there. And you have the two big bolts going through them ones there, you see. They bolt up through the wishbone as well. So yeah, here we are. So a little bit more to do there, look. And like I say, I will put the blow lamp on it and warm it up. I may even give them a clean first. I might put them in something to give them a clean up. I don't really want to put moisture on it, but like I say, I'm going to warm it back up with a blow lamp after, so it's not going to be too bad. Or I might just get a brush to get some of the dust off, you know. That might be better. But yeah, it's looking better than it was. So yeah. Take your time. Take your time. There you are. So that's where we are with him. They'll be alright for now. I'm going to go in and grip myself a cup of tea, I think, because I haven't had a cup of tea for half hour, so I'll need one. So there we are. That's where we are with that. So you can see that they're looking a little bit shinier looking now. Look. Yeah, and then I can get them. When I get the hardware, I can get the new nuts welded onto these faces. And there's 4 in each, see. And I can get that sorted out. I've lost a bolt. That's not very good. There is a bolt somewhere. Oh, there it is. Look. Don't want to lose the bolts. That's not good, because these are 1mm. These have got a 1mm pitch, I believe, on these bolts. So we don't want to lose them. They are vital, they are. I ain't going to be able to change them ones out. So we mustn't let them get destroyed in any which way. So there we are. Right, cup of tea time. Yeah, and if you was wondering what the car looks like, it's like this. So that's where the lower member goes here, you see. Across them. And the upper one goes across there. But those bits where they're up and down, they go from there, up there, across here, and they go into there. So there's a cross member. Cross member what goes up there either side, you see. So you can see it better from the other side. Look. There's that one there. They brace all this up, you see. Oh yeah. So that's what it looks like. So oh yeah, there was one thing. Yeah, so the cross member, one we're putting in, is going to be in the centre here. We should be coming across the air conditioning radiator, which has seen better days anyway. Look at that. So yeah, that's where we are.